we go. Alrighty, we're back. Thank you guys so much for that. I'm sorry. We're on to correspondence. So is there anything anybody would particularly like to lift from correspondence? Yes?
10.5, I think.
Okay. Anything else? Yes?
We should do 10.7.
And we don't have an active railway.
Every year.
We
Depends how much definition you use.
we technically, well, according to Canadian National, we do have an active rail line until 30 days after the signals have been removed. So we
Okay.
have an active rail line for another, 4 days?
Alright, so we're looking at 10.5 and 10.7. Anything else? Okay, I'd like to put the recommendation on the floor that 10.1, 10.2, 10.3, 10.4, and 10.6 be received for information. Seconded by Councillor Johnston. Discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous and carried. Okay, so Councillor Whittle, you want to talk on 10.5?
I just wanted to highlight that we made the AGM letter, or their final, like their letter this year. Picture of myself, Councillor Rabel, and Councillor Wall at NCLGA this year. So that's all I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, all those in favor of receiving for information? And who seconded receiving that for information? Councillor Johnston did. Thank you. Okay, item number 10.7. Take the floor, Councillor Wall.
Oh gosh, I have to read the whole thing?
You sure do.
Oh! Okay, let me go
So
there.
glad when you were like, I was like, perfect.
127. Where am I?
Page 129.
129. Why is this upside down? Part of my thing is upside down.
Do you want I've got it on my computer here as well.
Yeah, I'll read over there.
Are you moving it? You're moving the proclamation?
I will move the proclamation.
You're moving the proclamation. Can I get a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Rabel. Discussion regarding the proclamation.
Your worship, you folks want me to bring it back for September, right? When you get closer to the actual time and see.
I was thinking so. Yeah. Do you want to wait and read it in September?
We'll do it now then. We won't have an active line?
Okay, fine. All right. We will do it now, and then Councillor Wall can sign the fancy thing. All right. The floor is yours. All those in favor of the proclamation? Unanimous and carried. Floor is yours.
Whereas Rail Safety Week is to be held across Canada from September 21st to 27th, 2026, and whereas 252 railway crossing and trespassing incidents occurred in Canada in 2025, resulting in 69 avoidable fatalities and 60 avoidable serious injuries, and whereas educating and informing the public about rail safety, reminding the public that railway right-of-way are private property, enhancing public awareness and dangers associated with highway rail grade crossings, ensuring pedestrians and motorists are looking and listening while near railways, and obeying established traffic laws will reduce the number of avoidable fatalities and injuries caused by incidents involving train and citizens, and whereas Operation Lifesaver is a public-private partnership whose aim is to work with the public rail industry, governments, police services, media, and others to raise rail safety awareness, and whereas CN and Operation Lifesaver has requested that City Council adopt a resolution in support of its ongoing efforts to raise awareness, save lives, and prevent injuries in communities, including our municipality. There's no therefore. I'm going to say therefore we resolve that that Rail Safety Week be proclaimed for September 21st, 2027, 2026.
Thank you. All right.
Thanks.
Moving on, resolutions. There's none. So bylaws. Number 12.1.
That the Village of Pooskoopie zoning bylaw number 1093/2026 be read at first time, and further, that administration be directed to refer the bylaw to the Ministry of Transportation and Transit and the Agricultural Land Commission as required by legislation.
Can I get a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Wall. Thank you. Councillor Whittle.
I really like actually the way this is laid out. You know, where you guys have actually highlighted what we've changed, and you know, so the community can see what we've changed, what we developed, what we went through. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this going out for public consultation. Well, every time we do everything, it goes up for public consultation, but I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of feedback we get on this and moving forward this, because I think it's going to reduce some of the administration on staff's end of things and allow people to do more with their properties that they worked hard for and paid for.
Councillor Wall.
I would like to make one minor amendment to the public mailing,
Sure.
which would be that we add somewhere in there that we have not made any changes to any institutional zoning.
Oh,
Because we have not.
Your worship. Yeah, there's the public mail out, how do I say this? A couple months back, council asked us to make a public mail out available to the public. Like this thing might look familiar to you guys. We did send this out, I think, 3-4 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
And received one comment back, which speaks to your point about the Northwinds Wellness Center, and concerns about whether or not the project required a zoning amendment, whether public consultation, should have occurred before the development proceeded. But that's not really the intent of this approach, like this, or of this bylaw. Like, this is kind of an overall review of all the zoning regs in the village, and isn't a site-specific application for Northwinds Wellness Center. So it basically, you guys know all the debates we've had over the last few months, but we basically reviewed the Northwinds Wellness Center under the regs that existed at the time, and it was approved and proceeded in accordance with the regs that existed at the time.
Councilor Whittle?
Just out of curiosity, because I know, your guys' time is valuable, could we, or is it possible, to include a zoning map that shows zoning previous to this, and like a side-by-side comparison that shows previous zoning versus the new zoning, that we can include?
The only change would have been the hotel.
Yeah, when we made that into an economic development zone.
One parcel that you guys put to a park as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I can show you that because we do have that on the website, and in the document that we put out to the public, there was also a link to this as well.
Oh, okay.
So June 23rd is when we sent it out, but this was Justin's handiwork. So here's the proposed, and here's the old.
Oh.
So we've got them there, but we can, if you want that made available in a different way, a social media post.
A social media post, just make it like, come and steal something out of Councillor Rowell's book. Let's make it, simple, that the person that just came off a 12-hour shift that doesn't actually want to read the article can look at the pretty pictures and see what the difference was and see what historically it was.
Did we
versus
rezone the
what it was.
lagoon too?
There's more park designation in the lagoon, and there is one village lot here that's proposed to be agricultural rather than low-density residential. Mix that around.
Mix that around.
Agricultural to low-density residential. It's that village owned.
So the lagoon used to be a park, technically?
Portions of it, yeah.
it is a lake.
Ew.
It's a really crappy.
Ew.
Told you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, any
We'll be in the
other
lake.
comments or questions regarding that? Do you need a specific recommendation after this one, to put that out on social media?
We'll just do it.
Let's do it, okay. I'm gonna call the question then, all those in favor of first reading? And that's unanimous and carried, thank you. Moving on to administrative reports. I'd like to recommend that 13.1, 13.2, and 13.3 be received for information. Seconded by Councillor Woodall, discussion.
Unless Mr. DeVoe is here to speak on 13.1.
He's like,
you have
no.
an exciting bit of information that you could perhaps share
Oh,
about
we
the
have.
park improvements that we learned today.
Yes, so we did confirm today with Park and Play that the village office playground next door will be undertaking the new equipment starting on the 27th of July. So we'll end up shutting that park down starting next week to do our portion of the prep work and getting it ready for the 27th.
Wonderful. Nice.
And with that, I'd like to say congratulations to staff and to Mayor Beach, because we put up a heck of a roadblock in front of Mayor Beach. We told her that she wasn't allowed to spend taxpayer money on it. She had to go out and hustle for the money for the playground, and just to spite us all, she went out and she hustled for that money for the playground. So you know what, this one's all on Mayor Beach, because she hustled her ass off to make this happen for the community. So congratulations to you, and thank you to staff for the hard work you guys have done with assisting her and getting this over the finish line.
We're happy to help.
Thank you. Thank you to all the staff. I couldn't have done it without them, and took me 3 years, but we did it. So, yeah.
No taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, that's very, very, very exciting. I am super, super stoked, and hopefully we can continue it through phases as we planned on, and in the next 5 years it will look completely different. So.
I just want to confirm with the park that it is going to be, we're going to add a gate to the fence.
I think that was part of the discussion, yes, but I'm not 100% sure. Is that including the new gate latch installment?
No, not through Park and Play or anything like that. If that is something we would like to see and do, I'm sure that's something we could definitely inquire about, get done fairly recently.
Because there are some children that are
Yeah,
maybe a little bit of a flight risk.
I'm gonna be honest, gentlemen, I was a bit short on cash, if you remember. All of you.
You still got a few more months, keep talking.
Oh
We
my
got a week
God.
before they start.
I love how you're all into it now, aren't we? Yeah, thanks. Oh my goodness.
I don't think it'd be that much to add a gate.
Yeah, well, I didn't include the gate portion in that just because we were trying to put every penny that we had into, the upgrade. And I didn't initially, have the gate in the conversations that I had when I was going over the funding, so.
I'd imagine, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's some chain link and bits and pieces kicking around in Public Works. We might even very well have a gate that might work for that or something along those lines, or majority of the materials for it.
Yes,
Or might
correct.
be kicking around.
My only concern with putting a gate, is being mindful of it being an accessible park.
Yeah.
Is that it does pose its own challenges on there. But yeah, definitely something we can look into and see the options for.
So as funny as this might sound, like for a gate, it's as simple as, the hardware's there, it just drops on, it comes back off. I know there's some members of the community that some young little ones are worried about flight risk. So is it one of those things that, and I hate to create more work for village staff, but is it one of those things that we could have a gate for the hardware is there, that if those park users want to use the park, they just simply come over to the office and, hey, can we throw the gate on? And, it's one of those things, because they're not very heavy. The gate doesn't have to be very heavy.
It's just you push the gate.
No, I know, I would hate to be like, hey Chad, can you come over and put on a gate for an hour?
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. We have one of those kids that has it, that's a run, right there. And we don't wanna bother Chad or somebody else from Public Works, or even have staff go and put that gate on. God forbid that kid runs out into traffic and, we would sit there and go, oh shit. For the cost of having a gate sitting there, we could have prevented that, right? So, just playing devil's advocate.
Maybe folks want to report on the gate.
Oh, no.
The gate can be, you guys can die on the gate. I did my thing.
The reason I bring up the gate is because there are some children around that have intellectual disabilities, those sorts of things, that are flight risk or can run much faster than their grandparents, this kind of thing. And there are parks, not in Dawson Creek or in Poos, but in other areas like the Lower Mainland and Kamloops that do have gated
Small man gates, yeah.
small man gates for the playgrounds to.
Okay, so why don't, if council would like, we can receive these reports for information, and then if you'd like to put another recommendation on the floor for a report to come back on a gate, you're more than welcome.
I think it costs more to get a report on a gate than it would just to put a gate.
We don't know maybe I'm dumb, but I'm not 100% sure exactly what kind of gate qualifies as an accessible gate. And there's maybe about 3 different options that have been talked about, so
Yeah.
we need to find out what kind of gate we're talking about and then go
Yeah.
ahead with that. Moreover, we do kind of have a plan, we're working on a 1-week timeline, so we'd probably favor existing plan, existing servicing, get that done, and then if we need to make a fix afterwards, we're happy to do that.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, I don't think you need a motion for it, just if you have the material and something right on, if it's not gonna work for them, so be it, but it can come back to us at a later date, like, it doesn't need to hold up the show for.
No, don't hold up the park for a
That's
gate.
right, that's right.
Just looking at potential options.
So you will
Best of
make
both
it right.
worlds, right? So,
Yeah, fair
Yes,
enough.
Councillor Rabble.
My understanding is there is a previous council resolution endorsing gates for that park, the
I
office
think
park.
you're right, actually.
So council's already set out its strategic vision. I assume that within the realm of, the Public Works Department, that, they can figure it out as needed, right? I'm not, it's within the budget. I think it's something that can be figured out at a later time.
No, I think Councillor Rabble is correct. I think we've already made a recommendation.
Well, I think we said
Gate hardware, you're gonna be about $100 in hardware for that, or less. Like, I think I have a set sitting in my shelf.
I think we better not get too in the weeds here. I think council previously set the strategic vision to have gates on that park. in the future at some time. And I trust that the Public Works Department has the, authority, ability to do it at some point in the future, and I think we can safely leave it there.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think we need a report, I don't think we need all the extra bells and whistles. We got other priorities right now, and I think getting this over the hill with the specific contractor for the specific work's the best thing at this time. As much as I'd like to see the gate, I think we can figure that out.
If we've already given direction for it, well then.
You're right, you reminded me that we already did that, and I believe we already made the recommendation that it come out of our, council, whatever, what's that
I
fund?
don't think it was the discretionary fund, it might have been capital improvements, but it's something at a previous meeting, strategic vision's been set, I think we should be weary of, running the trains.
I
and
think that
tractors here.
Mr. DeVoe is listening very intently.
Because I get calls about when's the gate coming, and I'm like, the park is coming soon.
Yeah.
And I think we can find a permanent solution for use at all times that suits all different users.
Okay, I'm gonna call the question then. All those in favor? It's unanimous and carried. So, 13.4, the floor is yours. Mr. Melvin.
Thank you, Your Worship. Yeah, the only thing I just wanted to highlight, the report is there, but I think there is a idea towards a community volunteer appreciation barbecue, August 13. It's a Thursday at 5 p.m. At the fire hall. So come all, and hopefully celebrate some of the folks that volunteer their time in town. We will be at the same time having some representatives from the RD, just there to do further presentations about the hazard risk and vulnerability assessment that the RD is doing. So if folks want to engage further on that, that would be a great opportunity to do it.
And I saw that we did put the social media post out about the volunteer barbecue. Was an email sent to all of them as well? I'm asking.
No, not yet.
No, okay. I was like, I'm asking, because
That's
I
on our
did
radar.
see it, and I have added it to the agenda for the food bank, wearing my food bank hat, but I didn't get an email about it, so I'm just gonna print off the social media post, but,
No, fair enough, but we can email out to everybody.
yeah, please,
Yeah,
please do.
for once.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Will?
Yeah, so for the, appreciation barbecue there, I noticed on the social media that was put up that it was asking people to RSVP for it.
Not necessary.
Okay.
No, we're happy.
Because, just the way the ad was written, it give the impression that unless you RSVP for it, you're not supposed to go.
We'll
So-
change that.
That's just the impression I got, that's why I was asking.
Sorry about that.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Councillor Allen?
So, sorry, for Mr. Malkinson here. Village unsuccessful in its application to UBCM Strategic Priorities Fund related to the opposite of the fire truck. What's going on there?
The village applied in August, I think it was the first meeting that I was here. The village authorized a grant application to Strategic Priorities Fund. UBCM Strategic Priorities Fund to offset costs relating to, I think, a tender replacement at the fire hall. Total value of the application was between, I think, 2 and 3 million all in. But we did receive news that although we were successful with the asset management application that we made, which was 80,000 and change, we were unsuccessful with the fire department offset for the new truck. So we're kind of back to the drawing board on funding options. We do have a few years before we need to really, pile in, before we need to have it replaced for FUS. So we do need to start reflecting on how we can replace that unit eventually.
I think it is time that we also need to maybe start working with the PRD a little bit more. They did just finish replacing and buying Dawson Creek a new unit. And, while I don't wanna pull from all their coffers and everything, I love when you make that face at me. But, I just think that, we can maybe highlight for, the PRD that, hey, we also have one coming up, this is what we've done so far, this is what we're looking into, but if you could keep your eyeballs open or maybe support us in any of those applications going forward, that would be. Do you need a recommendation to do that, do you think?
I think I appreciate it. I appreciate the advice there. We'll be pursuing all
You're already doing this, aren't you? Yeah, okay.
Thanks for coming to the party.
Yeah, pretty much. I was waiting for, he's already.
What a great idea.
I know. Big chuckle. I was like, he's already doing this.
That's good.
Okay.
So to clarify,
Yes.
it wasn't successful. Was it unsuccessful because it's not the right stream for this? We asked for too much money, or the truck's too far out? Like, what was the kicker that really pulled it away? If I'm allowed to discuss that.
Citation that we got back was program is oversubscribed.
Oh.
They had, I think, I might be crossing my
Everybody in
thumbs
their
up,
local.
but you know, multiple jurisdictions went for multiple grants. And I touched base with my colleagues at a different regional district that you know is a different part of the province. They were 0 for 3. Like RT's were able to go for 3 applications, and they had some amazing, you know, pitches. It's just the demands were too great. So.
Rob, is that money?
Maybe they'll reopen it, wouldn't that be handy?
Everybody wants a fire
I
truck.
just keep laying it on every time it opens
Well,
up because we're not out of
I think the
time.
association has an old truck, we could maybe.
Well, the 36.
Refurbish.
Only Chad knows how to drive it. It's got to do the hand crank.
Is it really?
Not quite.
Well, 36, it might have a hand crank
It's
side of it.
like a 4-speed though.
Anything else? Anything else that Ms. Robinson?
Oh, just thank you. It's been quite a fun few months, so thank you for everything.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So moving on to reports. So Councillor Johnston, what you been up to?
Besides, I think the committee of the whole last week and dealing angry people on their tracks. That's about all that I do.
Yeah. You
I
keep,
keep telling them they're getting fixed, but
Yeah.
nothing's happening.
we
So
promise.
I thought you said it was getting fixed.
It's not getting fixed fast enough.
It's coming. I'm trying.
Yeah. Okay. And Councillor Rebel.
That meeting last week and not much else. I'm focusing on other summer stuff.
I know it's summertime, right?
Yeah.
Councillor Wong.
I attended the committee of the whole meeting last week, and I think that's the shortest report I've ever made.
It's been a week, right?
It's been a week, I went to camp, yeah, so it's been about that.
Councillor Woodham.
Yeah, I zoomed in because I was out of town for work, but I zoomed in for the committee of the whole meeting last week from the nice mountainous views of Smithers. It was great, very beautiful up there. Other than that, yeah, same as Councillor Johnston, people asking when the rail crossing in the back's gonna get fixed because I've been informed that if somebody blows a tire on it, they're coming in to knock on Mr. Melkinson's door and ask for a new tire. So take it out of your picture. So you can buy a few tires. No, anyway. Yeah, that's the only other thing. Other than that, yeah, leaving for vacation on Friday, taking my kids down to Copeland and we're gonna go check out the air show.
Oh, cool.
And then we're gonna tour up to Saskatchewan, stop by Edmonton, and hopefully be back by next Wednesday, Thursday. So go on vacation and actually enjoy some family time.
Wonderful. Yeah, no, I've been, same, I've been kind of connecting with staff. I've been leaving Mr. Melkinson alone. He's hiding himself away in an office completing the huge FOI request that we have. So he's currently been unavailable for the whole week, which I can imagine he's been getting a lot done. So thank you to our fire chief for being the gatekeeper of Mr. Melkinson while he works really, really hard. And I think Ty has been helping as well. So a huge shout out to her for all of her work as well. And probably a big shout out to Chad. I can imagine he's also fielding a lot of things as well. So huge thank you to the staff that are supporting Mr. Melkinson while he has exited this office for the next week to go focus on the FOI request. Yeah, just met with staff the other week, ran the committee of the whole meeting. A couple of things coming up this Saturday is the Legion's 100th centennial celebration. So on Saturday from 11 to 3 at the Poughkeepsie Legion. So if you're available and around, please come on out. I know they have a bunch of different family activities planned.
They apparently have the dump truck thing, the dump tank. So
And I heard that, you know what's funny? I actually offered to go into it and they were like, oh my gosh, we would never ask you to go in there. And I was like, really? Because they ask me every year.
They asked, actually, I got a phone call and I got asked if I'd ride the dump tank for it,
Yeah.
but it's on the 18th and I'm leaving the 17th.
I know you-
So
I
I volunteered you for the dump tank.
No, because I volunteered you for the dunk tank, so that's not very fair. Yeah, so that is going on this past week. The car show did come out and make some loops around Poughkeepsie, which is very exciting. I know some of the residents on Bassett got the whole show.
Over 200 people at the museum.
over 200 people. Wow, that's fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. So, yeah, the residents of Bastet actually had everybody drive past them, so they were really happy. So, a huge thank you to the Mile Zero Cruisers Club for adding Poos Koopy to their list. I think this is our first time ever. And so it was really, really neat to have the cars coming in. I drove to town multiple times on that day, and I was driving past all these nice cars driving out here. So it was really, really great to see. And a huge thank you to Les and his summer students, because I can imagine the day was extremely busy. They were handing out cold ice cream treats to people who came. It was quite warm. So yeah, so they did a fantastic job. I heard it went really, really well. So huge shout out to the museum for that. You'll see Mr. Malkinson has pulled up a video. One of the boards or committees that I do sit on is the Northern Medical Program Trust. And they recently have released a public video with some more information regarding the trust, and it has been asked to be showed. Now the video, Mr. Malkinson, is, I know this is killing you, is about 12 minutes long, so I'm not going to make us all watch it on camera, so people can see us watching a video. So what we'll do is after we jump into the in-camera, we will then watch it. I'd like if we could post it on our website and our social media just to help get the word out about the amazing things that the Northern Medical Program Trust is actually doing for getting students into the North. They've done a fantastic job. Yes.
I hate to be this person, but I don't know if it's appropriate for us to watch a video in camera. It might be more appropriate if it's emailed out to us.
We could watch it on our own time.
That also works. Yeah, I really want you guys to watch it and share it.
Sure.
Just because this medical program trust helps support rural doctors and nurses and helps get more medical professionals into the North. And they have very much found that if they're trained here, they tend to stay here. And so that's one of the biggest things is really trying to get them interested in rural medical care. And this video really highlights the successes as well as what the program is doing. So please watch it, please share it. And Mr. Malkinson, do you need a recommendation to put that on our social media and our website?
We're happy to do.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So that is me. Okay, well, question period. Nobody is here. So we haven't seen Mr. Grant in the longest time. We have to bug him. So I'd like to make the recommendation that we move into the closed meeting as per section 91L and 91G as per the community charter. Can I accept it? Seconded by Councillor Whittle. Discussion. All those in favor? And that is unanimously carried. Thank you. And so we'll just turn that off.